It may not look like it, but this home is actually a charity agency for formerly incarcerated mothers and their children. This nonprofit, Our Children, provides homes for 75 families in communal homes and apartments across New York. The executive director, Sister Tisa, helped to create the nonprofit 30 years ago as a way to give children of formerly incarcerated women a stable home.
I love when people ask me where the H in hour comes from. The hour stands for an hour a child is separated from a mother due to incarceration, the hour that the children are allowed to visit, and they're very defined by the criminal justice system. And the best part of the hour is the hour of reunification, when a child and a mother can move forward to rebuild their life together.
Although the nonprofit has gained a reputation for successfully helping women transition back into society, it faced fierce opposition last month. In an effort to expand the charity's outreach, Sister Tisa sought to use this empty convent in Woodlawn as another new housing location, but the plans were overwhelmingly rejected by the community at a meeting to discuss the proposal.
If you're going to have a facility for women who've been in prison, by the way, that's different than men who've been in prison, or a different breed, and they have out of wedlock children. All those children have a father somewhere, and he's going to be lurking around. My experience with homeless shelters, which is considerable, for professional reasons, I just think that could only bring crime to the neighborhood. It could only bring crime to the neighborhood.
The regularly scheduled meeting of the Woodlawn Heights Taxpayers and Community Association held about 300 people that night to talk about Our Children's proposal.
The meeting turned extremely ugly. And then when I said what I had to say, they were trying to physically grab the microphone out of my hand.
But they weren't a homeless shelter, as the most vocal of Woodlawn residents had misunderstood. So Sister Tisa decided to abandon efforts for the convent and begin to look for another housing location. Kelly Phelan was the only formerly incarcerated mother from Rikers Island who attended the meeting.
Oh God, Woodlawn. I'm very used to, everybody loving who we are and loving what we're about. So when we got to the meeting and we were walking in, and I remember this, someone yelling, Rikers Island is coming here. And I was I felt so bad. And so I was embarrassed.
Phelan, a recovered drug addict, received help from Our Children to mend her relationship with her daughters.
I should have just went up there and, told my story, this is where I was and this is who I am. And I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Our Children.
However, a Woodlawn resident was disappointed to hear of the tone of the meeting because he said it is a lost opportunity to help.
I saw the sister's response and can understand it. I thought a lot of it was pretty much spot on. We are a giving community, but we give to ourselves. I'm not real familiar from my time in the community for all of the outreach beyond our immediate area. Unfortunately, now we're losing the opportunity to provide the services that we are commanded in our beliefs to give to those who have less than us.
The Archdiocese, who owns the empty convent, recommended the pastor of the St. Barnabas Parish consider the Our Children proposal.
Sister Tessa came to that meeting, but she did not have a chance to speak. And she had the sense that it was the entire community that was against her project. Unfortunately, she didn't read the community correctly. The community was there to listen. But she had the impression that those people who were protesting spoke for the community.
So often in our society, and that's really what happened, there's a stigma attached to formerly incarcerated people. And that's really what happened. We sort of hit that head on. And a lot of the stereotypes or the stigmas associated with that population was really transferred over to my families. People said, "Aren't you angry?" I wasn't angry. No, I wasn't. It was just a matter of understanding. It was a deep insight into the human psyche and how people want to protect the world that they're comfortable with, and how often that's our own experience too. But so we're moving on, And we've since then gone around to other places looking at possibilities. The need is crucial. The need is crucial.
I have both on my food. I know how to do it. I like the ranch. I use spoon, so I tried both on.
I like raspberry vinaigrette. Yeah, so good.